I knew I wanted to go to law school. I didn't know what area of law I wanted to practice in. And while I was in college, I was giving it a lot of thought, trying to think, what area of law would I be most suited for? And then in my senior year of college, I went to Daytona Beach, Florida on spring break with my fraternity brothers. While I was on spring break with my friends, I was walking one night and a repeat offender, drunk driver, was on the roadway. From what I understand, he was driving his car at speeds in excess of 50 miles per hour with his lights off, and then he suddenly swerved against traffic and crashed into me as a pedestrian. According to the accident reconstruction, my head and face smashed through his windshield, my body was then thrown 70 feet in the street, and I landed face down. I had shattered legs from the knees down. There was blood coming out of my ears, my nose, my mouth. Within hours, my family was called in New Jersey, and they were told of what happened to me. They were told that it didn't look like I would live for more than a couple of hours, and in that first conversation, they were asked to consent to my organ donation. My father said that he literally held his phone to his chest and whispered to my mother that they want to donate his organs, and she said absolutely not. According to my family, there were tubes going throughout my body. From my knees down, there were devices that were drilled in from the outside of my legs through my flesh into my bones. What was most serious was that it didn't look like that I would ever awake from that coma. And then after about 2 weeks, one morning, I opened my eyes. And this is exactly what my family had been praying for. After 15 surgeries, 5 months of inpatient hospitalization, extensive rehab, hard work, miracles, I was blessed with a 100% full and complete recovery. When I realized everything that had been stolen from me because of a drunk driver, it was pretty clear to me what type of law I needed to go into. And I made a decision then that if I had the full recovery that I dreamed of, that I would go on to be a personal injury attorney. And for my entire legal career, for decades now, my practice has been devoted exclusively to personal injury. What I've learned from what I've been through and what I've learned from speaking with clients is that being angry at whoever did this to them is not an emotion that normally the person who sustained the injury has. I did not have energy for anger, and every client who I speak with tells me that they don't have energy for anger either. But it did provide a motivation to try my best to make sure what happened to me doesn't happen to other people. And that's why since that time I've been volunteering by being the president of the Brain Injury Alliance of New Jersey. And by being in those roles and by volunteering for those organizations, it gives me a better understanding as to what my clients go through and the difficulty my clients go through.